All right, and welcome to Absolutely Criminal. It's Tuesday night, November 21st. My name is Andrew Martin, and right beside me, as always, is Tiffie Lou. What's going on?
Nothing.
All right, then. You heard it from the woman herself. You're going to be talking about a alleged murder tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so that's first in Encino.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to talk about Donna's arrest. She was arrested this morning.
No, she wasn't. She was arrested last week.
Early in the morning at 1:13. It seems like yesterday. Sorry, not
what
arrested.
Are you talking about? She was arrested at the airport.
All right. We'll edit that out. Welcome to Absolutely Criminal, everybody. My name is... No, Donna was extradited and wound up in Tallahassee this morning.
Yeah. Okay, that's not the same.
Very, very early in the morning. And so we'll talk about that. And then who's next? Who's the next domino? Will there...
Of course, we all want it to be Wendy.
Everybody wants it to be Wendy.
Yeah. Some people are saying it will not happen.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard both legal arguments from experts, you know.
He put that in quotes.
I'd put that in air quotes. Yeah. But some, I mean, are saying it might be possible, but difficult. And then the others are saying no. So I think it's going to be a difficult road either way. I want to welcome everybody here. Cheryl Berry was early. Jay Antonio, Denise Borg, Joyce is here. Renee, one of our moderators, welcome. Thunder Road Queen is here from Kansas, I believe. And Bren Manick is here from the California desert, and so are we.
Oh,
all
which
right.
Desert? I mean, there's quite a lot of deserts actually in California.
And Peach is here. Robert, Tenagirl. Big audience tonight to start out.
Well, we have a live audience here in the studio.
Yeah, we do. We have a dinner guest here. This is Lydia. Yeah. Say hi, Lydia.
Hi.
It's nothing but a top-notch operation here.
Right, yeah.
You know, we got a comment. We got a comment the other day that we have fourth grade humor.
Uh-huh. We have a fourth grade studio, too.
Yeah, and I only have two things to say about that. First of all, thank you. And second of all, my daughter finds me hilarious. So
and she's in third grade. So
that's right. All right. So first, we're going to do kind of a live mini episode of Absolutely Criminal. And Tiffany has some narration for us. And Tiffany, why don't you get us started?
Let the darkness come alive.
All right,
here we go.
Is it Absolutely Criminal?
No.
We want your catchphrase.
I don't have a catchphrase.
This is...
Oh, okay.
All right.
You already
come
said
on.
it,
They want to hear it, though.
Oh, that's retarded. Okay,
You can't say that anymore.
I didn't say you were. This is Absolutely Criminal. In the heart of the San Fernando Valley, Tarzana, California, emerges as an idyllic suburban oasis, a stark contrast to the bustling streets of nearby Los Angeles. Known for its tree-lined avenues and tranquil parks, Tarzana is a serene setting. The Haskell family held a subtle yet significant presence in this tight-knit community. Samuel Haskell IV, the 35-year-old offspring of a high-flying Hollywood honcho, carried the weight of his family's reputation, one steeped in the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry. His wife, Mai Lee, known for her gentle demeanor and community involvement, was often seen as the balancing force in their union. Together, they painted a picture of suburban normalcy, complete with their involvement in local events and their children's school activities. However, beneath this veneer of typical family life, there lay hidden complexities and secrets that would soon unravel, catapulting the Haskell name from whispers in local gatherings to the headlines of national news. Around the neighborhood, Samuel Haskell IV was a figure of intrigue, known for his reclusive nature and a penchant for the unusual, particularly his fascination with an array of exotic weaponry. His wife, Miley Haskell, was known for her kind-hearted nature and active involvement in local community events. She was often seen as the glue that held the family together. Gao Shun Lee and Yang Si Yang Wang, the parents of Miley Haskell, were figures of quiet dignity and family devotion. Gao Shun had a stoic demeanor and a penchant for gardening. Yang Si Yang was known for her culinary skills, often inviting neighbors to enjoy traditional dishes that spoke of her rich cultural heritage. Together, they represented the archetype of loving grandparents, deeply involved in the lives of their grandchildren, and were a stabilizing presence in the Haskell household. On November 8th, 2023, that's this year, guys, a headless torso was discovered in a dumpster. This macabre discovery, made in an area where residents would typically dispose of household waste, turned an ordinary spot into a scene of horror. Following the grisly discovery, the Los Angeles Police Department swiftly launched a comprehensive investigation, marking the area as a critical crime scene. Forensic teams meticulously combed through the site, collecting every possible piece of evidence that could shed light on this heinous act. The initial findings were sparse, with the headless torso offering few immediate clues to the victim's identity or the circumstances of their death. The investigators gathered various items from the surrounding area. The LAPD then turned to surveillance footage as a potential goldmine of information. The digital eye offered glimpses into the movements around the dumpster, capturing images of vehicles and individuals that could be crucial leads. The role of this footage became pivotal, not only in piecing together the timeline of events, but also in potentially identifying suspects or witnesses. Samuel Haskell IV was known for his introverted and somewhat enigmatic personality, traits that often set him apart in the vibrant social landscape of Tarzana. He was a man of few words, often perceived as aloof or distant, which added to the air of mystery surrounding him. Samuel's hobbies were as unconventional as his demeanor. He harbored a deep fascination with an eclectic collection of weapons, ranging from samurai swords to crossbows and firearms. Haskell's neighbors had long been aware of his unusual fascination with weapons, a fact that had become a topic of hushed conversations and uneasy speculation within the community. While some viewed his collection as an eccentric hobby of a reclusive man, others harbored deeper concerns about the implications of such an arsenal in a residential neighborhood. Occasional glimpses of Samuel meticulously cleaning his samurai swords or practicing with his crossbows in the backyard were enough to spark whispers among the locals. These observations, once dismissed as harmless quirks, began to take on a more ominous tone in the light of the gruesome events that unfolded. The Haskell residence, upon thorough examination by the investigative team, yielded a trove of evidence that was both revealing and perplexing. The most striking were the traces of blood found, suggesting a violent event had occurred within these walls. The presence of personal items belonging to Miley and her parents, now missing, added another layer of complexity to the investigation. Authorities are still searching for Miley's parents, as well as two missing vehicles associated with the case, a white Volkswagen Tiguan and a white 2014 Nissan Pathfinder. Doesn't just roll off the tongue now, does it? The LAPD is internally investigating whether officers at the Topanga station failed to appropriately respond when day laborers attempted to report the discovery of human remains. There is concern that the officers did not take immediate action to summon assistance or retain the cooperation of the day laborers who reported the incident. Haskell was arrested and charged with 3 counts of murder. He was initially held on $2 million bail, but was subsequently ordered to be held without bail at a bond hearing. His arraignment has been scheduled, and if convicted, he faces the death penalty. Sam Haskell IV is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and the case is still under investigation.
And that's the Encino man-child.
Okay, so why on earth did they take away his bail? Like, wait, what? Wait, so he doesn't. He can be out of jail. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, I think he's in with $2 million bail.
No, then they said that it was later. Last paragraph, sweetie. Last paragraph.
Let's see. Well, innocent resident. No, it doesn't say he's at home, held without bail at a bond hearing.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's just because it said $2 million.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
I don't know what I'm reading.
While we review the tape, the videotape, we're going to get to Donna.
Oh, ordered without bail. Who was going to be able to pay the $2 million anyway?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, the Adelsons in better times could have paid
true.
that.
That's true.
So
and his dad is like a honcho or something.
Quite a Hollywood honcho. But we go from Hollywood honchos to the Adelmans.
Yes, Adelmans.
And I don't know who you had first, Wendy or Donna, after Charlie, but it felt like the dominoes were going to fall after Charlie was convicted. I guess they were hoping for the best because they waited until the verdict and then bought one-way tickets, mind you, to Vietnam and were arrested at the airport. Like they couldn't spring the extra $1,000 for a round-trip ticket.
They should have bailed way before then.
Yeah.
But, whatever. I don't make the rules.
Right. So they were quite easily arrested. Well, Donna was. Harvey is home kicking it, I guess. But yeah. So we had Donna appeared in court this morning, Tiffie. She for her arraignment down in Leon,
and that's why we're
in Tallahassee.
Here. And that's why we're here.
And that's why we're all here. Yeah.
Yes.
And because I'm kind of a nerd, I took the footage and I enhanced it with some AI.
So it's not all pixelated and
it's still mildly pixelated, but you can see her face a lot better. And I thought, what better use of artificial intelligence than to paint a clearer picture of her face in that jail?
All right, let's see it. Show me what you got.
All right, here we go.
Or what AI's got, since you're cheating.
This is this morning.
Oh, I see her hands.
Wait for it.
Oh, he gave her clear skin.
Mike's not really picking anything up yet. But
Rise for Cowan, second the Honorable Jones presiding.
I believe the judge is coming up now. This is not quite as bad as that undercover video they did at Dolce Vita with Charlie, but it's close.
Is it supposed to cut out like that?
Douglas Hall, Florida.
Pam Presnell with the Public Defender's Office.
So it looks like we have Miss Donna Adelson in the chair. Good morning, Miss Adelson. This is Judge Jones. You are here at first appearance on case number 2023 CF 3226. You are charged with 1 count of murder, 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder, and 1 count of solicitation to commit murder. I see that we have your attorney with us here on Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marisol Descalzo on behalf of Donna Adelson.
Good morning, Mr. Scalzo. So this was an arrest that was done by warrant. PC has already been found. I have reviewed the PC warrant. State, what is your recommendation for bond?
I believe this is a grand jury indictment, Judge. The true bill indicated there was a no bond on count 1. The murder of 3, $25,000 bonds set on count 2 and 3. Obviously, no contact with the victim's family. No contact, I suspect, also with any co-defendants, previously charged by state or witnesses.
Right. So she's not to talk with the grandkids, not with Charlie, certainly, and not with Wendy, I would guess.
Listed
Well,
in the
they
car.
said the victim's family. I would assume the Dan's parents.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probable cause affidavit.
Mr. Scalzo?
I don't know. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I thought she's precluded from seeing those in her own family, but I don't know. I don't see them coming down to visit her very much anyway. I mean, Charlie's trial, the parents weren't there.
Your Honor, we would stipulate to no bond at this time
Wow.
without
Wow.
prejudice
Yelling at
and the
me
right
now.
to revisit with Judge Everett, which is the judge assigned to the case.
Sorry for the jump
So
scare.
Ms.
That was
Adelson, at this time, you're being held with no bond on count 1. Your bond will remain $25,000 on count 2 and $25,000 on count 3. As a condition of your bond, you'd have no contact with the victim's family. You'd have no contact with any co-defendants and no contact with any witnesses that are listed in the probable cause affidavit.
So,
Do you
yeah, it would
understand
be
those
her own family.
conditions?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, that's it for this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That was it.
Yeah, and we just had to wait for it. I guess I remembered hearing it at the end, but yep, she walks off back to her little 6x9 cell, I guess, and I think I'm being generous. Yeah. So that video is, if you want to see that video without our without us all over it, then it's in a
Without our fourth grade humor.
right, without our mess all over it. It's in a pristine condition on our channel. So check it out. But we're not done discussing the Adelsons. We're not even done seeing the Adelsons, because I was thinking about Wendy's first time in the hot seat at Catherine Magbanua, her trial.
Did you say that right? Didn't somebody correct you?
Somebody did. I think I was saying Magbanua, and it was driving them absolutely crazy.
We just go with K-Mags. That works better.
Yeah,
for me.
K-Mags. That's our little
I can't get
pet
it.
name for.
This is it.
All right. So here is Georgia versus Wendy, round 1. In a moment. All right. And what happened to the sound on this?
I can hear it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies, everybody. I think my headphones came out, and I couldn't hear anything. All right. Top-notch production.
Oh, yeah.
All right, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
My name is Wendy Adelson, Wendiadelson.
How are you employed, Ms. Adelson?
I'm an attorney.
All right, and do you know?
Oh, see, she's having mic problems too. It's not just sound problems.
Why are you pausing it all the time?
I'm an attorney.
All right, how were you employed back in 2014?
I was employed at FSU Law School.
Okay, and were you a member of the Florida Bar at that time?
I was.
All right, and did you know Dan Markel?
Yes, I did.
How did you know Mr. Markel?
He was my husband.
Is your family in South Florida wealthy?
I'm sorry if the volume is low. Let me know if it's too low, guys.
I know it's a relative term.
Are you asking me to speculate?
No, I'm asking if they're wealthy. You may, if you don't know, you say you don't know.
It depends how you define wealthy.
Okay. Are they millionaires?
No.
When you separated initially in the fall of 2012, did you move to South Florida with the kids?
No, I did not.
You didn't go to South Florida with the kids?
No, I did not.
Was it your desire during that time to move with the children to South Florida?
I would say right then, no, it wasn't.
All right. And were your parents very involved in trying to facilitate that relocation?
My parents were supportive of me moving to South Florida.
Her parents were supportive of her moving. Have you seen the emails from Donna and everyone? They were certainly supportive. That's true. That's a true statement.
You describe your parents as being over involved in your personal business?
As compared to other people's parents?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And were you upset about being stuck in Tallahassee?
I was relieved.
You were relieved. You wanted to stay in Tallahassee.
That's
I was
normal.
happy at
though.
my job.
Which one do you think it is? Let us know in the
Oh my
comments below.
gosh.
Would you consider your divorce with Mr. Markel to be a nasty divorce?
I think most divorces aren't very pleasant.
Okay, but
Mine
this
was
one
great.
like really unpleasant, right?
I found getting divorced to be unpleasant, yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with a few terms from the divorce of your first husband. I'm the second husband. And compared to Wendy and Dan's, man, that was a cakewalk. You got
Yeah.
off really easy
I did.
by
I'm
Adelson
alive.
standards.
Woo!
And in the litigation that ensued between the two of you, you guys argued over things as small as a tennis racket. I noticed in one pleading.
I don't remember that.
And did he allege that
Why are you
were
smiling?
depriving him of physical access to the children?
I don't remember the specifics.
I don't remember the specifics.
Recall whether he was complaining about you refusing to communicate with him about right of first refusal to the children during your time with them?
I know he was frustrated about the Skyping.
Lack of communication via Skype.
It's hard to Skype with two toddlers, yes.
What does
Oh,
that
get
mean?
over it. You can. You can do it.
Yep. And Bren, I think you're making assumptions too early. Liar,
know.
liar, pants on fire. Her pants are smoking at this point.
I mean non-kosher foods.
So kosher rules have to do with the separation of milk and meat, or dairy and meat. So non-kosher foods would be meat that hasn't been killed in a way that conforms with Jewish law, or the mixing of the two.
Yeah. I don't know how quote unquote hot she is, and I wouldn't say that in front of my wife, but
Should I leave the room?
But no, the psycho ex-girlfriend, she really had, and somebody pointed this out last night, she has Jodi Arias vibes.
Yeah.
Like she has the smile while saying fuck you and the head tilt, and I don't know what you're talking about.
And is observing those types of eating habits something that's important to you?
It is
Sorry about the audio, Sarah.
not important to me.
And was it something that was important to Dan Markel?
It was important to Danny.
And it was important to him that the children observe that way of eating, correct?
It was.
Do you remember the allegation that your mother made
Donna
statements to the
Blitzer.
children that grandma hates you? Grandma says you're stupid. Your father is trying to take my sunshines away. Anything like that? Do you recall?
No, but again, I'm happy to look at it if you'd like to show me.
I understand. I noticed in the emails that your mother referring to, who I think is Dan Markel, as gibbers. What does that mean?
Gibbers was a nickname that I gave Danny when he was being really difficult and causing me a lot of pain. Was sort of a nickname I gave him to make him feel less threatening.
So it was a derogatory thing.
I wouldn't say it was derogatory.
Did
I
you
would.
call him that to his face?
No, I called him Danny to his face.
Okay.
And gibbers would be what? How would you spell that?
I don't know that
The judge just asked, how would you spell
I know.
gibbers?
And come on, she did it in an email. She knows how to spell it.
Right.
So
I ever spelled it out in the
She just said she never spelled it out.
she's so full of crap. We've got text.
spelled with a J, but I guess you could spell it with a G.
J-I-B-B-E-R-S.
Then it would be gibbers.
Yeah, that would be gibbers.
Ms.
Yeah.
Adelson, you had Mr. Markel's phone number programmed into your phone as Jibbers.
Yeah. So you did type it.
Right.
Do you know Catherine Magbanois?
It's kind of like GIF or GIF. You know, that people can't decide what that picture file is called, GIF or GIF.
I always say GIF.
Yeah. Well, that kind of splits the difference, doesn't it?
I have met her before.
How do you know her?
We met one time at dinner when I came home and my brother introduced me to her. And I think we might have gone to the beach once with her and a friend for a few hours.
You definitely did
Yeah,
go
we've
to
got
the
pictures, dude.
to the beach with her.
How old was Mr. Markel when he was killed?
He was born in 1972, and he died in July of
Okay, this is your ex-husband. You don't know how old he was?
Right.
for his birthday's in October. He was 41.
Yeah, I mean, if your first husband died and you're not really close to him,
I still know how old the man is.
it might stick in your brain how old he is when he's murdered brutally in his
Yeah,
driveway.
it's probably in the paper.
That
you
tends
know?
to sort of gel the thoughts in the old noggin.
And did you also eliminate your older son's middle name?
When I legally changed their names, I did.
And you just dropped that from the name?
I did.
Okay. And that was a name that came from Dan Markel's deceased maternal grandmother, is that correct?
The name started with an A, which was to honor my grandfather, Aaron Adelson, and the second half of his name was to honor Danny's grandmother.
Okay.
So we lost an honor to both families.
Oh, shut up.
You didn't lose anything. You threw it in the trash.
Yeah, she didn't lose anything. She got death benefits. She got Danny's 401k. She got
She's
the children.
loaded, yeah.
She didn't lose anything. The Adelsons lost everything.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes me mad.
She's like 50 Shades of Crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Well, what happens next, Tiffie?
Gosh, I want them to. Oh, I can't wait to see the actual trial with Donna.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Although that's not been shared yet, has
Well, and who knows if it's going to go to trial? There could be sickness, death. She could take a deal. You know, is she the number one person that law enforcement wants to get?
I don't know. I think so. I think she's like the little person on the little cork board, like in the middle.
Yeah, like right in the middle with all the red lines of yarn spitting out from the middle. Yep. Well, we hope you've enjoyed it tonight. We certainly have. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. She was trying to play stupid. She's an intelligent person.
She's an attorney, but she doesn't know what half of these questions mean.
Yeah.
And like, why do you need us to repeat so many things?
She's got a fancy law degree, but she acts like a teenager up there. Yeah. So
she also looks terrified. Doesn't she look scared?
She does.
The little eyes bugging out of her head.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of see it.
Gibberish. That's funny.
You can kind of see it when there's no question going on and Georgia is thinking about what she wants to say, and you see Wendy up there and she's breathing and she has that sort of shakiness to her. I mean, inside she's got to be a mess. She has anxiety problems anyway. You know, yeah, she took the kid's identity and heritage away.
Right.
She wanted to, in case you missed the one part about kosher, keeping kosher was important to Danny, and it just wasn't for Wendy. And I guess that happens in a lot of
I
marriages.
thought she was Jewish.
Yes. However, what goes beyond, above and beyond, because parents have differences of faiths and stuff
Right,
all the
okay.
time. But what goes above and beyond is the plot with Donna and Wendy to threaten, at least, to convert his kids to Christianity and have them baptized in a Christian church, just to show Jibbers he's not in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really tacky.
So, yeah. Donna will die before it goes to trial. That is definitely a possibility.
Well, do you think she might make that decision for herself? Didn't she make a comment earlier that she was considering that or going to Vietnam? Well, Vietnam didn't work out.
Right. Well, what they've said is that on a recorded jail phone call, mind you, she discussed with Charlie, amongst other things, going to Vietnam or ending her own life.
Yeah.
She talked
do you
about.
think she could still do that though right now? Like,
Yeah.
while in jail.
She talked about setting up the grandkids, making sure they're taken care of.
Well, she can't do that.
That was the first selfless thing I've ever heard Donna be accused of doing. Cry Curious is here. Welcome. And thank you for coming to our stream. Peach Pie says, Donna said it was to force Dan to allow kids to live to Miami or to be raised Christian.
Christian in Tahoe.
Yep. He had a choice. They gave him a choice.
Oh, that's nice. They didn't tell him death was on the table, though.
No, and that's the unfair
So that's
advantage.
That's not a fair choice.
But luckily, in this case, we can't do anything. We can't bring Danny back. That would be the best solution to all of this, just to go back 10 years and start over. But at least his assassins were not too smart. The hitmen used their own names to rent a car.
I know.
To stay in a hotel. It doesn't surprise me anymore that Donna talked on a recorded line about.
I get, everybody playing a part in this has been really, really stupid, which is why we can't believe a word that Wendy says, because all of this is just really stupid.
Right.
And I can't. Yeah.
And did they take Harvey's little plane ticket away? Did they take his passport away? Did I say Harvey?
Yes, you said Harvey.
Because
he's still in town.
Yeah, he's still in town. I think he's just along for the ride, and Donna drives the bus.
Yeah.
In that relationship, kind of like ours.
Shut up. Not exactly.
You would plot the murder, and I would just be. I would not want to make waves, so I would just go along with it.
Who am I murdering?
We'll figure that out later.
Shut up.
The hitmen murdered Danny first, and then they went.
And then they wanted money
to
for
Charlie and said, "We're going to tell him you killed him if you don't pay up."
That doesn't make sense.
But then they gave him a layaway plan, and they allowed him to pay $3,000 a month.
It's like Afterpay for killing.
Yeah. I mean, it's really
You
convenient.
just put down a deposit and we'll work something out with you monthly.
Like you said, Capital One is not going to make that deal with you. And yeah, I mean, genetic stupidity, it's got to be. They were very educated. This whole family went to college.
Yeah, but that doesn't give them common sense.
Apparently not. Like, how can Donna be that broken after 70 years of life just to not know some certain.
Does it make you wonder if she's done this before?
It does.
You know?
It really does. Like, maybe it was really easy. Nobody found out last time,
Yeah.
I would not be knocked over by a feather if that happened. I really wonder. Well, yes. Yeah. I wonder what Wendy.
She's throwing Danny under the bus. She's making her family out to be innocent, I'm sure, to her kids.
I can't imagine. They went through so much during the divorce, and then with their father being killed, while at the same time being disparaged, allegedly, having their father disparaged by Donna.
And then they have to change.
Yeah, and
name
they're all
everything,
laughing
too.
behind their backs, you know.
Right.
Wanda Myers, welcome, Wanda. Wendy is the worst. I pray she's indicted and takes the stand in front of a jury. They'll loathe her, especially when they learn about grandparent alienation, name changes, Holocaust ring. Yeah, I mean, they even brought Hitler into this party.
Yeah.
You know, gosh, yeah, so many things about this that really just, I think maybe that's why it's everywhere online. I mean, we could not talk about this.
But it's not on the news.
It's
almost like Sarah Boone.
It's
right?
on. Yeah, although I don't watch major networks really much anymore. I know it's all over YouTube. That's where I go. And the news that she was in Tallahassee, the news that she was arrested came first on YouTube before it hit anywhere else. Some excellent people out there. Surviving the Survivor is a great channel. Deep Dive True Crime with Mentor Lawyer.
Well,
He
and
was
he's been
there.
following it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was there right behind Chucky Boy when he went down. So One Law 214 says there's a reason the other brother has nothing to do with them.
No kidding. Yeah.
He's the black sheep. He's Marilyn from the Munsters. There's the Sunshines. Yeah, Donna called them her Sunshines and then did this. Are teenagers now and can easily Google current events.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So even if they're not receiving anything from the family, I mean,
think changing their name to Adelson is a punishment for I mean, they have to live with this name now. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be saddled with that. Yeah. A vile, disgusting family, Renee. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Donna if she makes it to trial. Yeah, it's on the news and it matters. I mean, people will find out any way they can.
Of course.
Gibbers is not short for jibber jabber. It means foolish, worthless talk nonsense. Yeah, I mean, it was a disparaging name. I'm sorry, Wendy. And yeah, the other brother dodged a bullet. We have to talk about the other brother someday.
I heard you said doctor in New York or something.
He's a perfectly normal human being from what I understand. And he's probably disowned the shout out to the other Adelson boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you doing tonight? Your night's going better than Charlie's. It's going way better than your mama's.
Yep.
And Wendy allegedly could be next. I don't know.
I would love it if she was next.
I wouldn't put it past Georgi Cappleman to have had a poker face all this time.
And she's got other information on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also understand why they want to do it one by one. You know, you get you potentially more information from somebody turning on another one. And yeah. And they want to take their time and get it right. The Adelson family has more money than sense.
That's true.
Another thing she said on the stand there, are you a millionaire? She answered no. Is your family...
she said the family.
Right. Is your family wealthy?
And she's like, define wealthy. If you have to say define wealthy, you're wealthy. In my opinion. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they had $1 million at least between all of them.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara Levings worked for Charlie Adelson 2014 to 2016.
Fascinating.
Wow, Tara. Email us at andrew@absolutelycriminal.com and maybe we could talk about that someday soon on the show. Worked with, what kind of boss was he? Or did you work for him or with him, alongside him? Wow. You know, he really was loose with lending out money back then.
I know. I wish I had known him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take me boat shopping.
Right. Catherine could just ask for anything and clean out a safe anytime. Yeah. Donna's phone is probably a treasure trove of info, possibly tying Wendy up. Yeah. And who knows, did she have WhatsApp on her phone? And does she really have the tech savvy
I was gonna
to?
say no. She was sending emails. That tells me she doesn't have tech savvy.
Yeah,
Who
she's not going to
emails?
be, going through with Bleach Bit and just getting rid of her hard drives and smashing them and all that stuff. But yeah, I think you said greasy hair and wrinkled scrubs around the time of the bump. Oh, I bet. Tara said he came on Wednesday every other week. He was screwing the front desk girl too at the office.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay.
It was a constant stream of girlfriends. Yet
He's so ugly. I don't understand how he got so much tail.
it's the money. I mean, and
guess.
maybe he's a little funnier than that Hitman joke. Like maybe in real life he's a riot. That could help too. Sense of humor.
Well, if he's
Wow.
generous with his wallet, then yeah, I guess I could see that.
That is fascinating. Yeah, wow. Okay. JPJ says, ew, to the screwing the front desk girl with Chucky boy. He was better looking, if I do say so myself. He was better looking back in the day. There's a picture of him with K-Mags, and he's got a haircut, and he's thin and smiling. Obviously better days. Yeah, Tennis Girl wants to know, did you notice behavior change or erratic behavior 2014 to 2016?
That's
said,
like,
right?
yeah, right around the killing.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So
She was not a cute girl either. He likes the ethnic Asian looking chicks.
dang it. All right.
Yeah.
I dodged that.
So no chance then?
No.
All right.
Not a chance.
Yeah. The Adelsons are reaping what they sowed. That's a common refrain in he looks like
Yeah,
Larry from the
exactly.
Three Stooges.
He does.
Especially in his mugshots when that Krusty the Clown hairdo was just,
Yeah, it looked like he had stuck his finger in an electrical socket. you
Right.
know?
Tara says he was better looking. He was doing roids or something back then.
Oh, well,
Yeah. Well, shout out to the roids.
yay.
Yep. Larry, Four-Door Glory, Jibbers, Fibbers, and Dribbers. Donna Rhea. Right.
Gonorrhea.
She does have diarrhea when she's anxious. That's one thing that Charlie did say on
Oh,
on
really?
a
I
recording.
just made a joke about it. I just assumed everybody gets like stomach issues when they get nervous.
JPJ said she'd date Jeff before Charlie any day. Oh, yeah. Jeff seems like a nice
Yeah,
guy.
he's a nice guy. Yeah.
A little bit dorky, a little bit nerdy, but
just like you.
just like me.
Uh-huh.
But I'm a decent man, I suppose.
Sort of.
Sometimes. Dribbers. Tara says he was coming to work totally disheveled. Looked like he took his scrubs out of the glove box of his car. They were so wrinkled.
Oh my gosh.
Did he smell of BO as well?
Did you get close enough to smell him? That's really the question.
Right. Because it looks like he's the type of guy that wears a lot of cologne. But yeah, he may not have been able to find out. Bozo the Clown can play Charlie in the real life movie. I
True.
think that would be excellent. Who do you think would play Charlie?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth?
He could play him.
All right. Okay. Jeff is Dan with Down syndrome. Don't know about that. Scrubs wrinkled because of rolling in the hay. Yeah. Yeah. Man, imagine taking a black light to those scrubs in a dark room.
Gross.
Just saying. Yeah, not nice. Eric Roberts could play Charlie. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the guy that played Dahmer doesn't really look like Jeffrey Dahmer either, but he nailed that one.
That's true. He did.
So it's always the least you suspect. The worst person I've seen in a biopic playing a famous person, and I like Cuba Gooding Jr., but he was terrible as OJ. He's like,
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah, the show was phenomenal. Like everybody on there looked
Mhm.
like Marcia Clark and all those people. But then it came to OJ, and he didn't. I mean,
Well, you don't know. Maybe they couldn't get anybody else willing to play the part either.
Possibly. Yeah, maybe nobody was touching it with a 10-foot pole, but you know, it was really well done. The People versus O.J. Simpson. I can't remember what network that was on. Oh, Tracy Hernandez is at work, so she's listening. Welcome. And
You kind of missed the whole thing, Tracy. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back. And watch it
yeah,
from the
that's
beginning.
okay, but the replay is worth it, I think, if we do say so ourselves. So Tara, we have the answer. Tara does not remember him smelling. He was a pain in the ass to talk to. I used to call him a spaz, like ADD or something. He had no patience. Now it all makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also with the roids probably slamming Adderall.
Right.
And, you know.
It's good.
Donna just replaced a new hit jingle from prison. I think he means a new hit single in the style of Caribbean Queen, song called Diarrhea Queen. All right. Well, I have 4th grade humor, so I find that funny.
Of course you do.
Danny DeVito could play Charlie. Yeah.
It's not good.
That's the best suggestion I've heard so far, I think. Julia Roberts as Donna. She is that age now, or getting to be there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they always have to make them a little bit prettier anyway. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know.
She could pull that off. Tara says, imagine having to work with him after seeing the 2020. That's right. There was a 2020 episode like a billion years ago. So yeah, you had to work with him after that. Awkward.
And you're not allowed to say anything. That's crazy.
If we weren't allowed to speak about it at work, we were told he is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, well, we know how that worked out for him. Wow, that's fascinating. I think Olivia Newton-John should play Donna.
She's dead.
Is she not alive anymore?
She died last year.
You'll feel terrible if you're wrong, Tiffie.
I'm not wrong. It was just confirmed yesterday.
Yesterday?
I just saw it on Facebook. They were like honoring her memorial or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Facebook, you know. That's how I find out everything.
All right. Well, that might wrap it up a little bit. You know, just last week we were saying, can we get over 6,000 subs in a night? It took us forever to get from 5 to 6. And a week later, we're almost at 7. So we want to thank all of our new subscribers and old subscribers. It's just been really, really fun doing these shows. And
yeah,
hey.
It's right. Andrew's done some new designs for the holidays.
Yeah, they're in at tiffielou.com if you want to pick up a t-shirt or a mug, something that you really don't need, but would help out the channel. And you can also check out the membership tab. There's Wendy again.
I wish you would have froze her like in a more, interesting pose.
She looks very peaceful.
Uh-huh.
As I imagined she would.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, check out our membership tab if you want to see some exclusive content for a couple bucks a month. And join us on Friday. Who knows what could happen before Friday?
Yeah. We're having an earlier show on Black Friday. I think we're doing noon Pacific, 3 Eastern.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Okay. But we'll keep you posted on that. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving here in the US or wherever in the world you are. Have a great weekend. And
it's a week. We're in the middle of the week, sweetie.
It feels like a weekend though.
But it's not. So we'll see you guys on Friday.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.